It is morning in Los Angeles and it is morning in America. I am your host, Casey Phoenix, and this is my morning political thought. I have decided I will do three side news stories today, and then, of course, I'll go into my morning political thought. I'm feeling better. I'm a little bit more stabilized now, and I just need some rest, is what I need. And that's what my friends keep telling me, that I need to rest. But anyways, on with the news. All right, for the side news, first side news story. So right now, parents are frustrated because of what's happening with the schools. The schools are not opening fast enough for the parents right now. And because of the frustrations that are happening with the parents recently, there were protests in California, which obviously I live in California. And just a little side note on top of that, I forgot who it was, but it was somebody within the Los Angeles United School District, or what, LAUSD, whatever, school district, that had mentioned they were planning on reopening the schools around November the 9th or something like that, basically right after the election. So that already lets you know what's happening. But there were protests in California, Michigan, Oklahoma, and Oregon. I'm kind of shocked there were protests in Oklahoma, but that's where protests have recently happened by parents who are upset that the schools are opening slowly. Another reason that the schools are being held up is because of the teachers' unions. And the teachers' unions are keeping the teachers from going back to class. And for those who may not know, teachers' unions usually lean towards one side more than the other, but you can draw your own conclusions on that. Right now, 76% of parents across the country say that their kids are still learning remotely, where they're watching online through a computer, or is part-time remotely, where they're doing a hybrid, where the kids go to school for a little bit and then they learn online for a little bit. So that's 76 parents that are saying their kids are either still learning completely remotely, or is some type of hybrid going on where they go to school a few days and then they learn online a few days. That's still going on. So obviously parents are frustrated right now. But on the bright side, this will come to a close after the election, magically so. All right. The next little side news story, people in rural Pennsylvania are getting nervous because President Trump, according to the polls, which, if you follow the show, if you listen to me, if you know me, when it comes to President Trump, I don't care about the polls. I really don't. I'll quote them from time to time just to let you know, regardless of who it is. But really, I honestly don't care, because you can never really get a true, accurate feel of what the polls are when it comes to President Trump. But people in Pennsylvania, rural Pennsylvania, are a little nervous because President Trump is losing ground in certain areas. And the lead that Biden has is larger than the lead Hillary Clinton had in the polls before. So people in rural Pennsylvania are getting a little bit nervous. One particular district is Pennsylvania's 7th district, which is considered a swing district, or district. And President Trump is losing ground in that particular district. So people are a little bit nervous. I forgot who said it. It's not coming to me right now. But the person that said, the only poll that counts is the day of the election. That's the only poll that really counts. Just like with President Trump. Polls have him doing well, Rasmussen, Zogby, so on and so forth, have him doing well with African American black people right now. And also there are polls that are saying he's doing very well with Hispanics and Latinos. Well, it doesn't matter unless those people vote. And it's great that he has all of the support if the polls are correct. But the only poll that matters is the one on election day, because that is the one where people go out and vote. Just like on the other side with Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders was popular, but he didn't have the enthusiasm needed because the people who liked him never went out to vote for him in the primaries. And even though there were certain things that were done to make it difficult for him to win by the DNC, if he had the ground game, if the people were more activated, if they were more engaged to physically go out and vote, then Bernie Sanders could have won. But because it was just more of hey, I love Bernie Sanders, I'm going to go to his rally, but when it comes time for the primary, oh, there was a primary, it was yesterday? Oh, okay. Well, I'm still rooting for him. I love Bernie Sanders. That type of thing, Bernie could have won if his voters were more engaged. So the only poll that matters is the poll on the day of the election. That's how I feel on that. All right. And final side news story, Andrew McCabe, good old Andrew McCabe, former deputy director of the FBI, has refused to testify in front of the Senate Judiciary Committee. And because he has refused to testify in front of the Senate Judiciary Committee, the Senate Judiciary Committee has canceled the hearing. Not only did he refuse to testify in person, he also refused to testify remotely, like James Comey did. James Comey testified remotely. And the reason Andrew McCabe said that he cannot testify in person or testify remotely is because of the China Wuhan virus. Well, I guess this is sort of bittersweet. Bitter in the sense that some of us were looking forward to the lies that he was going to tell, and sweet to the new medical breakthrough that has happened. We have now discovered that the virus can be transferred remotely. It's contagious remotely. So now you can get the virus remotely. I didn't know about this. I will definitely speak to my doctor about it and let her know as well, because I'm pretty sure she doesn't know about it. But yeah, you can now get the virus remotely. So if somebody has the virus, and let's say you do a Zoom call with them, it's a possibility that you can catch it because it's just that contagious. That might explain last time when we were seeing people on Zoom calls wearing masks. It kind of makes sense now. So yeah, the virus is so contagious that you can catch it remotely. A new medical discovery. So that's what we have on that. Now, on to the morning political thought. We have what everyone is calling Trump 2.0. And God bless our president. I love President Trump. If you have been following my morning political thought or any of my episodes, you know that I wasn't worried about this. The funny thing about it, gosh, is that when he did, and I need this laugh, I really needed this laugh, when he did his video where he was being optimistic and talking about don't let the virus beat you, don't let it get you down, don't let it control your life. It looked so much like an infomercial. I kid you not. I was like, am I watching an infomercial? And that's not an insult. It's kind of cute. I say people say things about infomercials, but let me ask you this. If infomercials didn't work, if infomercials weren't effective, why have they continued throughout the years? So I honestly believe there will be some people out there who watch that and they'll be inspired. And I'm glad that he's doing better. And it's clear the doctors gave him some good stuff. And I'm not even knocking it at all. I'm not knocking it. The doctors gave him some good stuff. I'm not knocking it. I believe that once the quarantine period is over with and everything else, he's going to be good to go. And the team is already saying that he wants to debate on the 15th. So I'm hoping he will make it to the debate on the 15th, especially with this energy, because you thought he had energy before. It's clear he really has energy now. So I'm looking forward to the debate. Obviously, speaking of debates, the vice presidential debate happens in one day, I believe, on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. I had to think for a second. I forgot what day it was. Today's Tuesday. I don't know why I was thinking it was Wednesday. But the vice presidential debate happens on Wednesday. So I'm looking forward to that too, to see what happens, because we already know the president's situation will come up during the debate. And I can't wait to see how Mike Pence handles that. And I'm confident that he'll do well with it. But as for President Trump, the new Trump 2.0 with all this energy, if you thought he was wired and jacked up then before all of this happened, I think we're about to really be amazed about what he plans on doing now. And I'm looking forward to it. I think this will be one of the most entertaining months in probably all of 2020. It'll be one of the most entertaining months. But don't forget what I told you. Those who listen to this show, those who watch this show, don't forget what I told you. Things are going to happen in the month of October where it's going to seem like every day. And I don't want to say luckily, because that sounds wrong, but it's like I have to kind of say it. I'll say it this way. To the president's advantage, his situation happened to him. It sucked up the entire news cycle. So any surprises that were planned over these last few days, and trust me, there were some surprises planned. Even though they didn't come out, there were some surprises planned. Take my word for it. It wouldn't have gained traction. And also all of the other stuff that was thrown out before this happened, you're not hearing about it. So, that's how it goes. But now it's time for me to go and just rest. Thank you to everyone who's been supporting me. I've noticed a lot of support in Ireland too. Like a lot of support, as in 20% of my listeners are in Ireland. So out of all places, and I've never been to Ireland before. I've been to a few countries, but I haven't been to Ireland before. From the pictures and the films, it seems like it's a beautiful, beautiful place, and I have to visit one day. But thank you, shout out to Ireland for the support. ThePurpleElephantShow.com, main podcasting platform. If you are watching this on BitChute, YouTube, or Dailymotion, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That way you will know when I upload new episodes. Social media platforms, Parler, The Purple Elephant Show, Instagram, The Purple Elephant Show, Twitter, @RealTPES, and Facebook.com/The Purple Elephant Show. Swing by, give a like, leave a comment. Again, your support means more to me than you will ever know. I really appreciate it. I want everyone to have an amazing amazing, amazing day, an amazing week. I hope your week's off to a good start. Until next time, be blessed.